not gonna talk like that. So I just got moved here.
It's actually much harder to control.
We're getting to the colors.
You can get some downward force by moving horizontally into slanted ceilings.
Yes, I just said colors, I mean coliseums.
It might take a little. This now gives a little perspective as to why I chose this.
Why? Stop it!
Since, you know, that's a lot of down that I would have to do. Anyway, with just a few huge jumps and a few more extremely slow descents, I was able to finally make it into the fun wastes.
Yes, I'm looking for more challenges to do.
I would love nothing more than to not be.
It's not either beating the game or steal.
Especially since getting hit stops you from going
Okay,
down.
so if anybody's watching this, if you got any ideas on a challenge that's not bingo, steal soul, or any of that, please let me know.
Save, quit, re-enter the game, and voila, gravity has been. Now, although we have made some fantastic progress, and by that I mean any progress at all, our future is still very unclear right now. We're in a completely new area with its own set of potential problems. We don't have the dances, we don't have any uses left on our glitch punch card, and we just straight up don't have any actually useful items still. So, wait a minute, what am I thinking? We haven't made any progress. We just brute forced ourselves into the only area we could think of without actually considering whether or not there was anything we could actually get done here. But, despite all this, there might still be hope. Because the Fungal Waste houses one of the game's absolutely necessary items, the Mantis Claw, which would grant us the ability to jump off walls. In addition, where most key items required for progress are guarded by bosses, the Mantis Claw is not, and is instead kept safe in the confines of the Mantis Village. We wouldn't even have to kill anything for it. All we'd have to do is sneak our way in. Alright gang, let's map out our plan. Our goal is to bust into the Mantis Village, take the claw, and sneak on out of there without so much as leaving a trace. Here's how we're doing it. We all move south from the safe house at precisely the break of dawn. You stay behind and keep watch, and if anyone fishy gets curious, you know what to do. From there, the west path is going to be brimming with guards, so instead we'll head east to stay out of sight. From there, we'll put on a front with the locals in order to fit right in. This should give us enough leeway to eventually make it to the target's entrance, which will be crawling with guards. The front entrance is almost certainly a bust, as it's here where the place's security is at its best, with every corner being as impossible to maneuver as the next. So it's here where you, random mushroom enemy, will come into play. If you shoot a projectile in the exact right spot, we'll be able to bounce off of its explosion twice in order to get the leverage needed to sneak in through the ventilation system. From there, we'll be able to crack the place in no time. Now this part's important, guy. All you gotta do is brute force your way through the guards and hit the leftmost lever in order to disable the security system and unlock the vault. It might be a bit dangerous, but I promise you you'll make it out. Because that's where I come in. While the guards are distracted by your whole scene, they won't even notice my presence. All you gotta do is hoist me over to the vault's entrance, and I'll be able to grab you on my way out. At that point, it's a straight line to our target. But the plan isn't over yet. Now, we gotta get the heck out of here. After tripping one last alarm for good measure, we'll bust out through the way we came in, backtrack through the vents, do some of the scariest escape maneuvers I've ever done in my entire life, and finally reconvene in the public. Anyway, so yeah, that's how I got the wall jump. It's honestly pretty miraculous that it's even close to possible to get this thing. Not having the dash really makes moving around in this area much harder than it's ever intended to be. However, now that I can climb the walls, tons of new options arise, and it's probably time to start thinking about how I'm actually going to beat this game. There are many different combinations of items that I can have in order to beat the game, so figuring that out will take a bunch of planning, but there's exactly one item that is 100% necessary no matter what, the Dream. This item, among other things, will allow us to wake up the 3 Dreamers, which then unlocks the final boss area as a minimum completion requirement. However, before heading over to where the Dream Nail is at, it's probably best to first see if there are any other potentially useful items that are available with my newfound wall jump. Over here, there's a charm that could potentially do passive damage, which would be huge, as well as a path into the Queen's Gardens, the Fog Canyon, and potentially even a back route to Greenback. I could also go back the way I came to climb these walls and see how that works. I could also see if I could... guess this is what I'm doing now. Deep Nest is the last place I want to be right now. This area is shrouded in darkness, full to the brim with enemies everywhere, and almost entirely consists of closed quarters. In other words, it's not the ideal spot for a person who can't do damage or even heal. I'm not sure how obvious it is through this footage, but I was big time panicking when I fell down here. One half of my brain was trying to think of a potential way to maybe make some sort of progress down here, while the other half was concerned over whether or not I'd actually be able to escape and if I'm just stuck unless I reload the last checkpoint. And while those two halves of my brain were fighting, a third half of my brain that I didn't even know about was already in the process of sitting in a bench and saving in an area that I potentially wouldn't be able to escape from. Why do I keep doing this? Well, wait. I suppose now is probably a good time to start thinking of ways to get out of here, because otherwise I might have to straight up restart the entire channel. I can't go back the way I came since I fell down here like a dang well, so let's take a gander at our trusty map again. This is where you're supposed to enter Deep Nest, through a door that opens once I beat up some mantis dudes. However, since I have still yet to beat them up, the door is still locked on both sides, blocking this path off as an exit. These two exits over here, being this thing and the stag station, are also possibilities, but they require that I'd move through this room, which is actually completely pitch black without that luminous lantern I mentioned earlier. And being blind and defenseless at the same time isn't quite of my wheelhouse, so those two are out as well. So that just leaves us with this path as our only escape. Through the train. But wait, you say out loud, even though I can't hear you. Didn't you mention that you can't ride the tram without the tram pass? Well, if you'd used your dang eyes, you would have noticed that the tram pass is literally right here, which would not only allow me to escape this place, but also give me access to a ton of new areas. So boom, there we go. That's our route. We can make our way up through this non-dark room, grab a bench on the way, and after running for my life, get the tram pass we need to get out of here. Now this is an issue. See, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this yet, but I still can't dash. And since I also can't bounce off of these enemies with my nail, this ledge just simply doesn't seem possible to get to in my current position. However, rather than find a cool or interesting way to solve this problem, I just did the classic quit and return to get back to the bench. Definitely could have also done that with the mantis claw, but hey, I'm trying to keep it a little cinematic. But just riding the tram doesn't quite get us out of the woods. It just thrusts us into yet another confusing situation. Here's the deal, I'm much farther into the game than I'm supposed to be right now. I don't have any of the items or upgrades that I'm expected to have, and oh yeah, I still can't deal damage. So my main goal is still to do everything in my power to get the heck out of here and back to some even footing. Luckily, this route through the City of Tears has a pretty clear path to a stag station, which I can then use to fast travel my way back. And of course, by clear path, I mean I had to do a damage boost here in order to cross this otherwise impossible gap, and I relied on the fact that bouncing off of these guys' shields doesn't get me so. But after a bit of a long trek, we made it. Now it's finally time to formulate our game plan. So far in this challenge, all we've really been doing is, well, the only thing we could find to do. The first area had really only one way to go, and from there we've just been improvising routes on the fly. But now that I finally have a tiny bit to work with, I actually have more than just a single option to go for. So it's probably a good idea to actually think of what the next best course of action is, as opposed to just doing whatever I see first. However, like I said, the primary goal for beating...
Hi there. Playing some Hollow Knight. Baking? What does that mean? Oh. Okay. Everybody's got a blink. I mean, if you don't blink, then what is that supposed to mean? Who in the world can't blink?
Can't they run that again right before settlement?
What? Now let me heal. Die. Why is it I hit it 3 times and then I shoot it with one shade soul shot, and it's dead. Oh, I don't know why, but I called a shade cloak shade soul. Let me heal. Die. Die. No! Dang. What charms do you think I should put on? What charms? Are you still there? Hello? Hello?
Take more on that camera. Doesn't that show up on it too?
Hello? Hello? Which one that looks like the clown piece? You talking about Grimchild? Okay. It doesn't really do anything, though. To be totally honest. Doesn't really do anything yet. I mean, you got the option of a whole bunch of other ones. You got this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I already have this one. I'm not taking this one off. This one, 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 this. Anything but Grimchild. Okay. Don't know. I don't know what your Discord is. Friend the request. Friend the request.
Was your phone dead or something? I said, was your phone dead?
Hello there.
I'm gonna mute the Discord probably. I'm gonna start hearing you
I
echoing.
sent that message and it
Is that okay?
didn't go through, but then
What?
finally it went through. But normally when you're supposed to get messages.
You have to mute you in order to well, apparently I can't mute you.
Miles.
I can talk to so you're going to move the
I'm not
stream
saying
to
that you were looking
okay?
at your phone. I'm saying it didn't go through. It showed me on my end.
Hey, Miles.
That's what I.
So then,
So.
Charles, yeah?
Ah. So, Miles, which one should I choose? Miles, I have no idea what you're saying.
Steady body. Steady body.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you could do 3 more. You could do 2 more if it was a 1.
You could do 3 more. You could do 2 more if it was a 1.
So this one, you can choose this one, this one. You can do this one, 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 or this one, or this one actually. Yeah.
Crash.
What? Yeah. What? What? Miles, are you watching my stream? Miles, you can choose from Gathering Storm, Stuart Shell, Soul Catcher, Sprint Master, Fury of the Fallen, Long Nail, Heavy Blow, Lifeblood Heart, Dream Wielder, Defender's Crest, Spell Twister, and Fragile Heart.
Fragile Heart and Green Power. Whatever that is.
What?
Green, and
Child and Fragile Heart on.
So then remove Grimchild.
Bruh, my current Grimchild doesn't even attack. I mean, that's not an option right now.
Okay, then just remove it. Then goes with Dream Power and Fragile Heart, I guess.
Fragile Heart is 2. By the way, Miles, if I die with Fragile Heart, then it breaks.
I want to make one though. Now that's just get for me. I'm trying to take those rope. But I'm going to show you Safe is. Because Safe actually made a game in Roblox, and it's really good. Okay, here we go.
Mason, you said that you could talk on the server, right? The Minecraft server?